Everything God is doing is motivated by his desire and his passion to have his kingdom established on earth. God already has a kingdom in heaven. God's original purpose for creating the visible world was to establish his invisible kingdom on the visible world. That was his purpose for creation. So God's intent was to have his kingdom influence in the visible realm from the invisible. The invisible produced the visible. Please write that down. The invisible produced the visible. In other words, the visible world is not as real as the invisible world. The visible world is a reflection of the visible world. Keep writing. So whatever you see in the visible world has a corresponding reflection in the invisible world. Paul, in his writings to the Corinthians, says, we understand that the things which are seen came from those which are unseen. For things that are seen are temporary, but those that are unseen are eternal. That's why the invisible is more real than the visible, because the visible is temporary. That's why it has to be sustained. God's plan was to have his invisible kingdom manifested in the visible world. Now his program is very interesting. The way God planned to do this is very clear in Genesis. He planned to do it by having invisible children. That's what the word image means. Children in his own image, his own likeness. When I use the word children, please don't get me wrong, I'm really talking about sons. And the word sons in the Hebrew is not really relegated to male. It simply means offspring. Something that springs off is called a son. So God calls all of us sons, whether we wear a male body or a female body, we are called a son. So a woman is a son of God. That means a woman happens to be the house, the gender house, but the woman on the inside is a spirit, and spirits have no gender. So the female is the house, but the spirit, the man, is a genderless spirit. That's why God calls us all man. Through these children, these sons called man, he intended to establish his visible kingdom. How's he going to do that? He got to give them a visible body, and then he made them a visible planet, and then he put them who are invisible, who are wearing a visible body, on the visible planet. And then he says, dominate that for me, have dominion. The word dominion means to govern, to rule, to control, to manage, to subdue. A kingdom is a realm over which a king has dominion or influence or control or management or administration. And that's what God wants for you. So you and I were created by God to administrate his kingdom on earth. That's as simple as it is. Adam was an administrator. He was a steward. He was a manager of planet Earth. And inside of Adam was everybody we see here today and all who are on the world. Adam was filled with everybody. So we are designed by God to dominate planet Earth so that his king dominion can come to earth.